My beloved child, pause everything you are doing right now because this moment was not an accident and your presence here was carefully guided. The moment your eyes touched this message, a divine timer began to count down, not in seconds, but in destiny. Someone you loved deeply, someone whose absence still echoes in the quiet parts of your heart, has been allowed to speak to you now. The moment your eyes touched this message, a divine timer began to count down, not in seconds, but in destiny. Someone you loved deeply, someone whose absence still echoes in the quiet parts of your heart, has been allowed to speak to you now. They stand in a place beyond pain, beyond fear, yet their soul trembles with urgency for you. They have crossed a boundary that is rarely opened, not for curiosity, not for drama, but for protection. This is not imagination, this is not coincidence, and this is not meant for everyone. This message was sealed with your name long before today. Listen carefully, because what unfolds next is meant to change your direction. They are looking down at your life right now, seeing paths you cannot see from where you stand. They see the smile you show the world and the worry you hide behind it. They know how strong you pretend to be, even when exhaustion sits heavy in your chest. From where they stand, time does not move the way it does here, and that is why they see what is coming. A turning point is approaching your life within the next 24 hours, and it carries both risk and reward. You were about to walk into it without question, trusting familiarity instead of intuition. That is why they came. They could not remain silent while you stepped forward unguarded. You may have felt it recently, a strange discomfort that appeared without reason, a sudden pause in your excitement, a hesitation you could not explain. That was not fear, and it was not weakness. That was your loved one pressing against the veil, trying to reach your spirit before this moment arrived. They have been calling to you through signs you brushed aside, through thoughts you dismissed as random. But now the door is open, and their voice is clear. They are asking you, gently but firmly, not to rush your next decision. Something around you is not what it pretends to be. There is a person or a situation near you that wears the mask of opportunity but carries the weight of restriction. It presents itself as progress, as stability, as the answer to your prayers. Yet from above, it looks like a beautiful cage, polished and inviting, designed to close quietly behind you. If accepted without awareness, it would limit your freedom for years, not days. Your loved one sees the long nights it would bring, the regret it would plant. They see how it would slowly drain your energy while convincing you it is normal. That is why they are pleading with urgency rather than comfort. They want you to pause before you agree to anything. Think back to yesterday, to a moment that seemed insignificant at the time, a delayed message, a missed call, a sudden memory that appeared out of nowhere. That was the sign they sent, and it carried a warning you didn't recognize yet. It was not meant to frighten you, only to slow you down. They are asking you now to reconsider what you were about to sign, accept, or promise. Read everything again, not with hope, but with clarity. What looks like security may actually be limitation. What feels urgent may not be aligned. Your loved one is holding a memory between their hands right now, a shared moment only you and they experienced. It could be a quiet conversation, a laugh at an unexpected time, or a promise made without words. That memory is the proof of their presence, the confirmation that this message is real. They want you to remember how protected you felt in that moment. That same protection is surrounding you now. They are reminding you that you have always been guided, even when you felt alone. You were never abandoned. You were being prepared. The air around you may feel different as you listen, heavier or warmer than before. This is not fear, and it is not imagination. It is awareness settling into your space. Your loved one is close, closer than you realize, and their concern is focused on your immediate future. They are pointing toward a conversation, a document, or an agreement that requires your attention. Not everything offered to you deserves your yes. Not every open door leads to freedom. Some doors test your discernment, not your faith. They want you to understand this clearly. Rejection is not failure. Walking away is not weakness. Saying no now creates space for something better to enter. There is another opportunity approaching, one that aligns with who you truly are, but it only appears when you refuse the one that feels forced. Your loved one sees this second door clearly. It leads to expansion, not confinement. Trust that timing, even if patience feels uncomfortable. As this first part of the message closes, hold on to this truth. You are being protected, not punished. You are being delayed, not denied. What is coming requires clarity, not desperation. Your loved one did not cross heaven to scare you, but to steady you. Remain calm, remain observant, and remain open. The next part will reveal what must be released to clear your path. Do not leave because the guidance has only begun. My beloved child, remain still and do not rush away because the message deepens now. The one watching over you from heaven has shifted their focus from the outer world to your inner space. They are no longer pointing at people or choices, but at something much closer, something within your home. From where they stand, they can see energy the human eye cannot detect. They see how certain objects carry memory, emotion, and vibration. Some objects lift you, and others quietly drain you without sound. They are urgently guiding your attention to one such anchor in your space. This anchor has been holding you back longer than you realize. You may have noticed that your home does not feel as peaceful as it once did. A room where you feel tired for no clear reason. A corner you avoid without understanding why. This is not coincidence, and it is not laziness. Your loved one is showing me that something you kept out of habit or guilt has absorbed unresolved emotion. It could be a gift from a relationship that ended in pain. It could be an item linked to a promise that was broken. This object is radiating a low frequency that interferes with your clarity. They are begging you now, with urgency in their voice, to let it go. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Keeping it one more night will weaken the breakthrough that is approaching you. Your exhaustion lately is not physical, it is spiritual resistance. Your spirit knows something must be released, but your mind keeps delaying. This is why progress has felt heavy instead of exciting. The universe has been knocking, but the door has been blocked. Removing this anchor clears the path immediately. Your loved one is showing me angels waiting just outside your space. Angels of renewal, movement, and prosperity. They cannot enter cluttered emotional territory. They require openness, not perfection. They are patient, but they cannot force their way in. Your loved one has already asked them to come to you. They are ready, watching, waiting for you to choose freedom over familiarity. This choice is entirely yours. Pay attention to where this object is located. It is likely hidden, not displayed proudly. Under a bed, in a dark drawer, or pushed to the back of a closet. It carries the color of sadness or memory, often darker or faded. Your loved one is urging you to remove it without ceremony. Do not analyze it. Do not relive the past through it. Thank it silently for what it taught you and release it. This act will shift your atmosphere instantly. As soon as this object is removed, expect a noticeable change. The air in your home will feel lighter. Your breath will deepen without effort. Your sleep will improve quickly. This is not superstition, it is alignment. Your space mirrors your inner readiness. When you clear the past, the future responds. This is how momentum returns. Your loved one is sending another sign to confirm their presence. At an unexpected moment, you may sense a familiar scent, a fragrance tied only to them. It may be subtle,
lasting only seconds. Do not chase it or question it. It is reassurance, not distraction. It is their way of saying you are doing this correctly. Trust that guidance without fear. There is something else they need you to understand. You have been holding on to memories believing they keep love alive, but love does not require pain to exist. Love grows when space is created for joy. The past served its purpose. It does not need to live in your present. By releasing the object, you are not forgetting, you are honoring growth. The moment this release happens, movement begins behind the scenes. Conversations shift, delays dissolve, opportunities realign. This is the unseen work that follows obedience to intuition. Your loved one is smiling now, no longer in distress. They know you are listening. They know the path is clearing. Hold steady, because the next phase approaches quickly. A specific date is rising to the surface, a moment that requires your full presence and readiness. Your loved one has one more urgent message to deliver. It concerns timing, focus, and protection of your energy. Do not step away now. What comes next prepares you for elevation. The final instruction is almost here.
My beloved child, stay present just a little longer, because this is the most critical part of the message. The one who loves you from heaven is now pointing toward time itself. They are drawing your attention to a specific date exactly 3 days from now. From where they stand, this date shines brighter than all others around it. It carries a divine appointment you were not prepared for until now. If treated like an ordinary day, its power will pass unnoticed. If honored with awareness, it will redirect your future. This is why the urgency has been so intense. They see confusion trying to surround you as that day approaches, a fog of distraction designed to pull your focus away. Small delays, sudden tiredness, unnecessary conversations. These are not accidents. They are attempts to dull your awareness right before alignment. Your loved one is standing between you and that fog, buying you time. They are asking you to protect your energy fiercely. Silence is your shield during this window. On that day, do not rush, do not overcommit, do not explain yourself unnecessarily. Be observant, calm, and grounded. Something will be revealed quietly, not loudly. A message, an idea, a realization that connects to a dream you once buried, a talent you dismissed because survival felt more urgent than purpose. That dream is not dead. It has been waiting. Your loved one is showing me that this forgotten dream holds your elevation, not instant ease, but lasting fulfillment. It aligns with who you were before disappointment taught you to shrink. This is the path that brings respect, stability, and inner peace together. They are telling you to take one small action toward it within 24 hours of that date. Do not wait for permission. Movement invites confirmation. Courage opens the door. There is also a warning they must deliver gently. A person near you carries doubt that spreads easily. They do not intend harm, but their words weaken momentum. Their name begins with the letter M or S or carries that sound strongly. For the next 72 hours, limit emotional exposure to them. Do not debate, do not justify. Protecting peace is not rejection, it is wisdom. Your clarity depends on this boundary. You may notice physical sensations as resistance fades, a pressure behind the eyes lifting, a sudden clarity after rest. These are signs of alignment returning. Your loved one assures you this is not coincidence. You are stepping out of a cycle that nearly repeated itself. Awareness changed the outcome. You listened in time. They want you to know something deeply important before they step back. You are not being watched with judgment. You are being watched with pride. Every struggle you survived strengthened your discernment. Every delay protected you from the wrong door. Nothing was wasted, nothing was forgotten. You were always being guided. As this connection begins to soften, their urgency turns into peace. They trust you now. They know you will move differently. They leave you with one instruction only: choose alignment over urgency. What is meant for you does not require fear to enter. It arrives with clarity, not pressure. You will recognize it by how calm your spirit feels. That calm is the confirmation. The door to heaven does not close with loss. It opens through guidance. You were never abandoned. You were prepared. Walk forward slowly, intentionally, and without regret. The path ahead is clear now. This message ends, but protection remains. Go in peace, my beloved child.